So this is my Astra J that we bought from an auction website with the intention of fixing all the problems that it has, doing it up a little bit, maybe even a couple of modifications, and then either keeping it and selling the H or selling this on to try and make a bit of a profit. Here's how we got on today. So in the last video on the J, we cleared the engine light off the dashboard. Guess what? It's come back. So obviously, as I said, after a few cycles it can come back, and it has. So I'm going to plug the reader back in and see if it's the same codes that come up. I'm 95% sure it will be, and I do have a solution for that. So guys, these two sensors here are both non-genuine. One's a AC Delco, this one, and this one, as you can see, is Triscan. So both non-genuine. Those sensors are all to do with the air intake temperatures and stuff like that, and that's what those codes on the dash are relevant to. Also, this MAF housing is obviously not genuine either, and because they've put this on, they needed the housing to accommodate a filter. But looking at this, I don't think that's a genuine part either. I don't think that's a genuine MAF. But just going back to these two here, so this one sits just on top of the engine there, and that is also an AC Delco part, which is again non-genuine. This one sits just below the throttle body. It's just there. That is a genuine Bosch part, and it does look like a new Bosch part. So I'm thinking they've read the codes themselves when they had the car, tried to change a couple of sensors, and it hasn't worked. However, I want to get a genuine, I don't know if these are the map sensor or if that one down there that's the same as that is a map sensor. I'm not sure at the minute, but I'm going to get a replacement one of those from there, and I'm going to try and get hold of a genuine MAF. Because that was looking a lot more new than that one, I've changed it over just to see if it makes a difference. I highly doubt it, but plug that one back in. That MAF originally was over this side, and I've seen most people's is over that side. I don't know if it makes a difference. Sometimes it does. I know it used to on the H's. If the MAF was rotated the wrong way, it used to have a hissy fit. So who knows? We'll have a look. But yeah, definitely ordering those genuine parts. Well, it hasn't cleared them straight away. Didn't kind of expect it to. Sometimes things do, but you know, it hasn't. So I've still got the reader plugged in down there. I'm just gonna basically clear it, leave it for a bit, see if it comes back, and also ignore this. This isn't staying. I tried an experiment and didn't work. So guys, as you saw from that, something was not happy. I don't know if it was because I changed that sensor which threw up those extra 4 codes or not. I haven't checked them as of yet, but yeah, didn't expect that. So what I'm going to do is order the new sensors, get them installed, and then hopefully that will make a difference. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to have to dive even deeper. So one of the other issues that I do have is this. It keeps saying check number plate lamp, so I'm going to have to check it to see if one's out or faulty, or just to see what's going on. So if we come around the back, oh, that's not what I was expecting, guys. Well, because of what it had said, I did go ahead and order 2 new ones, so I'm going to stick them in anyway and see if it makes a difference. In this lovely box that I've got, obviously we have a light unit, and obviously some resistors, stuff for the CAN bus, I'd imagine. So what we need to do is get these ones out. So I've got my little tool, and basically all they do is when those ones unplug, that just plugs back into its place, and then hopefully that will light up. So let's give it a go. Oh, okay, so this should just be a case of pushing that up there, put it out like that. So yeah, these are the standard ones, I believe. So let's get this one off. I thought I just pushed in. Oh no, they twist out, don't they? That's right. Being silly. So what someone just done is put an LED bulb in there, and I'd imagine it's an Osram one as well. Should be quite good, but I'm assuming that's why the number plate thing is bonging off. So I believe that just pushes into there. It's a bit tight, but then this just tucks back up into the bumper like so, and then that pushes back in, and there we have one changed. I did that on this side, and then hopefully that will turn the light off. I'll just turn the car on, and lights are on auto, so obviously lights won't go on because it's light outside. So if I turn this to on, that's a good sign, not coming up on there. And they are on. Top banana. So the wife decided to do a bit of a brekkie on Temu and order a load of little bits. Some of them we're going to use on the J, some of them are not. So we've got some carbon fibre wrap. It doesn't look too bad, to be fair. That's going to go on the H. I've got a little idea on the H to try with that. There's some little cup holder things. We've got some new wheel bolt cap things. They always make the things look better. But what we're interested in are these. If you don't know what these are dent pullers. We've got a massive one, and then we've got two smaller ones, and these are going to try and help us on the J. So we come round to where the dent is, and we've got two different sizes. We've got a small one and a big one. I think that's going to be a bit overkill, so I'll bosh that one back in the box. Really sceptical about how this is going to go, you know. So, bear in mind, the tub that I'm sat on is actually a proper dent puller kit, so if this doesn't work, it's not the end of the world.
We've got a bigger one.
Yeah, we've got the massive one, but it's just going to be too big. I think it's pulled a little bit out. I'm not too sure if it's very good, but yeah, it is kind of working, but need more precision with it. So I am actually going to have to get the real dent puller out. Oh well.
Oh well.
We tried. So after our Temu fail, we're going to use the proper stuff. The kit that we've got is off a friend, so Chris, massive shout out to you, mate. Thank you for that. And we've basically got a heat gun, a glue gun, which heats up glue, and these little sort of tabs. You blob a little dot in there, put it on the vehicle where you want to pull it out, and let it go off. Once it's gone off, we use this little contraption on the bodywork, and as I pull the handle, it pulls this lever back, which will obviously pull these out. If we get really good, we use the stripe board, which goes on the paint to obviously see if you've got any ripples and stuff, which we certainly do. So first things first, let's get this heat gun, it's a glue gun. Get the glue gun turned on. Once that's warmed up, we can get to do some dent pulling, guys. So next day now, guys, and I just thought I'd show you exactly where we got up to with the car yesterday. It's not 100% by any means, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was. So that's how it's looking now. Like I say, there are some more imperfections there, but I was struggling to get them out. But compared to what it was like, I'm really happy. So Chris, again, mate, thank you very much. But for now, we've got the compression tester, and we're going to try and compression test the engine basically. So this is what we've got. Obviously that one's missing because it's on there. So when you do a compression test, basically take your spark plugs out, obviously core packs as well, disconnect them all, take one of your spark plugs out and replace it with this, and then that attaches into there, and as you turn the engine over, that will start going up, and we want it to kind of sit around here, about 175 maybe, What we need it to do is for all 4 cylinders to be exactly the same across the board, within sort of 10% of one another. If we get one that's about 175 and then one that's like 135, we're gonna have some problems. So fingers crossed, guys, this goes okay. So first of all, we want to disconnect these, and I think it's just sort of, is it pull or a push down on that clip and then push it off. And then there's a couple of, they look like 10 mils, a couple of 10 mils across there to get the coil pack out. Then we can get the spark plug out from in the chamber. So we've got that down there in the chamber all ready. So let's hope this makes something decent. Go for it. We'll go for a bit longer if you can. You cut out. Alright, so that one's made 125. Let's try and see what the rest make. Cylinder 2, see what we get. Okay, so that's kind of good. It's pretty much the same as cylinder 1. Let's try cylinder 3. Okay, let's go for cylinder 3 when you're ready. I don't think this one will do as well. Oh, it's not too bad actually. It's around the kind of same, but this one, as I was turning that, spinning it round to try and seal it, it wasn't sealing as well as the others. I mean, it's not sealing great, but it didn't seal as well as the others, but it has kind of made around the same. So it's the last one, and yeah, we'll talk about it after. And there we have number 4. So let's try this one then. Not bad, not bad. It's all made around the same sort of figure. So yeah, okay. I'm pretty confident that's okay. As you can see, we are all back together, and as you will have seen from that, it's not the highest numbers, you know, possible, but they were consistent across all 4, so I'm fairly confident that at the moment, touch wood, this engine seems okay. But for now, we've got something fun. So in the last video as well, I did say that we were trying to do maintenance before mods. However, me in all my glory couldn't help but pick up a bargain from Simon at SM Voxworks. Leave a link in the description for him. If you need to know anything about Vauxhalls, especially the Astras, hit him up. Very good, extremely knowledgeable, and they are breaking a fair few, so message them if you need any parts. But we've picked up an intake pipe. So basically, because I've got this thing on here, I've been and picked up a new one, basically, proper one, and yeah, we're going to get that changed over right now. There we have it. That is the Pro Hose and AEM air filter installed. So that is probably going to be the end of the video, guys, because I'm still waiting for them sensors to come in. So save this video going on too much longer. I'm gonna call it there. So thank you very much for watching. Like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Definitely hit that like button, and I'll see you next time.